today was the day Oasis fans at last got their hands on the group's new album, Be Here Now. It's their first for 2 years. And as the Gallagher brothers might have put it themselves, the fans were mad for it.
It's just something you can tell your grandchildren, isn't it? I mean, the biggest album of all time. Yeah. I mean, I was there first.
I've only heard the first few tracks, but from what I hear, it's going to be wicked, much better than the first two albums.
It's their best one yet. I think it's the best album of this year, and I don't even think Oasis will do any better than this ever. It's that good.
I don't like the album.
Why don't you like the album?
It's just the same old stuff. It's like, you know, guitar rock, dad rock, all the same.
It's the sound of a bunch of guys on coke in the studio, not giving a fuck. There's no bass to it at all. I don't know what happens to that. It's all and all the songs are really long and all the lyrics are shit, and for every millisecond Liam is not saying a word, there's a fucking guitar riff in there in a Wayne's World styley, you know. Fucking air guitar gone mental. But Liam thinks it fucking rocks.
At that time we thought it was fucking great, and I still think it's great. It just wasn't Morning Glory, and I'm sick of these people going on about definitely maybe. Fuck definitely maybe. It's over, you know. Fuck Morning Glory, it's over.
People will bitch about it for the rest of their lives, you know. But, you know, fucking sell it. You get 4 or 5 quid for it, I would imagine. Come round to my house, I'll sign it for you. Probably get a tenner then.
I thought it were alright, actually.
I thought there was some great tracks on it, did you?
But it were hyped up that much that they couldn't live up to what everyone were expecting them to do.
It ruins them. It ruins people, that. Now they're analysed because every track isn't a #1.
Yeah.
Which isn't fair, because I look at them and think, well, they're not going to get a chance, are they? What are you doing now?
Opening this.
Fucking hell, that's why, you know, he has a Liam bib him as well.
The end of Britpop was, if nothing else, was that Oasis third album, Be Here Now, which actually isn't the great disaster that everybody says. It's about, there are 2 or 3 really good songs on it, but it was supposed to be the big, big triumphal record. Labour got in, Oasis are preparing their big statement, and it comes out 3 or 4 days before Princess Di gets killed.
The whole Britpop thing died quite quickly, and it left a huge gulf, and there was like a vacuum there that needed to be filled. And what happens with the music business, it has a default setting, and its default setting is pop music. And luckily for the music industry, that Robbie Williams was there to fill it.
I sit and wait. There's an angel, contemplate my fate. Do they know?
We were recording our last album and Robbie was recording his first in the studio next door. Elton John was taking him to rehab the next day, and for whatever reason he wanted like an indie band to come and listen to this record that he'd made, and he sort of dragged the whole band in to listen to his recording of Angels, and he said that he thought it was an 11 out of 10, which it was. And you sort of knew that this was kind of going to be the new force. Like Robbie Williams making music kind of like Oasis. So once he was doing it, you knew it was over. That was the moment that it was finished.
And through it, oh, she offers me protection, a lot of love and affection, whether I'm right or wrong, and down the waterfall. Take me, I know that life won't break me. When I come to call, she won't forsake me. I'm loving angels instead.
What do you make of sort of Britain culturally at the moment? You know, what do you think it is? What kind of place it is to live at the moment?
So, I mean, it'd be easy to say it's very American, but I don't think it's quite true, you know. We've obviously kind of changed a lot in the last sort of 15, 20 years. I find it quite an anonymous place at the moment, you know, city to city. I don't feel, when I go to a place, that I feel a lot of that place anymore. It feels that there's an overall feeling of Britain, which is, everything is quite uniformed everywhere you go, everything's in the same place, all the sounds are the same. Everything's become so pop on one level, and so kind of calculated, which has worked, you know, in certain areas of the music business, obviously, because it's been going there for a good 6-7 years, this whole kind of karaoke, build your own band thing.
Actually, we were mixing the Hindu Times in Olympic Studios in London. And where the room is where we're doing this mixing is like a conservatory type thing, and there was all these kids doing their fucking dancing thing. And Liam and Andy Bell walked in, and I went, "Have you seen all them kids out there?" And he went, "Oh, you mean Junior S Club 7? And it took me 20 minutes to realise, how the fuck do you know what they're called? I thought they were just some kids from a special needs school who was hanging out in a fucking recording studio for the day because it was free food or something, you know. And they knew their names.
I don't mind S Club Juniors, they're alright, they're better than the fucking other ones. Good little kids, man.
And where did all this come from? Have you ever noticed now, when these fucking knobheads from Pop Idol, it's like all the boy bands or the girl bands, what does this mean? You know, what, I don't get that at all. All the choreographers have taken over the world, man. You know, everything's choreographed now, isn't it? It's fucking rubbish.
I was in LA a few weeks ago, and I was in a restaurant, and Simon Fuller, who is one of the conspirators behind Pop Idol, came up to me and I said, "Oh, hello. All right. Lovely to meet you." And he said, I said, "Well, what are you doing?" And he said, "Oh, well, we're just finalising our deals to bring Pop Idol to America." And I went, "Oh, great. That's really good news." So I mean, we know, you know, I suppose we've got to give them something, haven't they? They're kind of given us a heck of a lot.
It's just rock and roll. It's just rock and roll. It's just rock and roll. It's just rock and roll.
So why Oasis? Why not Blur?
Woohoo! When I feel like a man. Woohoo!
So that's why not.
Liam started believing everything that was written in the NME about him. It was a good couple of weeks that he was talking in a Scouse accent. Now, I'm all for madness in rock music, you know, and I'm all for surrealism, but he was trying to convince me that, you know, that I should call him John.
There was lots of weird things going on. There was like this bloke, who kind of dressed, the bottom half of him was female and the top half was male. He was quite strange. He gave us some wood for a bonfire once.
kid had a bit of a scuffle. And I come home with a broken arm, broken leg and a shotgun on my shoulder. And my mum goes, what fucking kind of music are you making down there?